Okay, so I'm Grasswalker. Hello and welcome back to Game 4 of Group C of the 2022 Bot Masters. This game is brought to you by Fudge. Fudge. That's what they wanted me to read. It's on the script right here. They pay the bills, not me. If you're funding a genuinely real, absolutely true $100 million prize pool, you need sponsorships from companies like Fudge. Today we have, on the Radiant side, KrizBots, and on the Dire side we have PubSimulator for 7.19c. Both of these teams lost their first game in Group C, so in order to avoid being eliminated in the group stage, they really need to win this game. KrizBots had an amazing close game against OpenAI Skillshots. PubSimulator kind of got stomped by the Valve bots. But this is a new game. New picks, new heroes. Let's see what they decide to go for. Meanwhile, I'll enjoy Fudge.
Venomancer.
We have a Broodmother pick!
Earth
Oh
Shaker.
boy! The only thing I like more than Broodmother picks is the succulent taste of Fudge.
Gyrocopter.
Fudge.
Zeus.
I didn't make a note of which team's which. I need to make that real quick.
I speak for the trees.
Bloodseeker.
I'm like 90% sure it was KrizBots
Treant
on the Radiant side. The production quality today is lower than average for this tournament. I apologize for that. I am not good at my job. I was too busy with the sponsor read. So I can only assume, because I'm going to edit in post which is which. I've just introduced them to you. You know what's going on. Pubs these days are shit. That does strengthen my assumption that the Dire side is PubSimulator.
Prepare for battle.
KrizBots did a smoke move last time as well, so I'm 100% sure now. KrizBots on Radiant, PubSimulator on the Dire. We have a Broodmother pick. How fun is that? Broodmother, one of those heroes that gets put in a little cardboard box alongside Meepo, alongside Tinker, for being the scum of Dota heroes. And she runs up, standing on the cliff, sort of lets the Treant come place this aggressive observer ward. Watched it happen. Let's see if they deward it. In other news, we have Gyro 1. No, we have combat breaking out. So let's have a look at this first before we talk about
30
heroes and their lanes.
seconds to battle.
This Bloodseeker is in trouble because that Dual Breath is on the mark and he's dead. It's first blood. Just watch him burn. James Madison, patron of KrizBots, immortalized now. He takes first blood. Now he bumps into Tree and he's like, let's go, I'll take another, and runs away. Mid, we have a Gyro standing with the Brood. So I'm not
The
sure
battle
who
begins.
wants to take the middle lane, but we'll find out soon enough. Oh my god, we have a jungler and a cliff jungler. Okay, PubSimulator, they always pick the same 5 heroes. They pick Zeus, Timber, Nature's, Jungle Bloodseeker, and Treant. It's all coming back to me now. Meanwhile, KrizBots showing that they're willing to pick anything. Bloodseeker running around, he's got Salve, Quelling Blade. He was the victim of First Blood, does find himself a bounty rune. In terms of laning, we have Nature's Treant in the Dire safe lane, and they're laning up against Shaker. I have to imagine that this favours Treant and Nature's, because Earthshaker's not really going to offer anything to this lane, and whilst Veno's a decent hero at kind of off-laning, I'm not sure if they have the sustain to deal with the harassment of this big hitting Treant. Meanwhile, in mid, I was about to talk about how Zeus has the ability to reveal Brood from Invis, but I don't think Brood's worked like that for several years. However, Zeus is running under the tier 1 tower and is very likely to die. He lives thanks to an amazingly clutch heal from the Treant Protector. You can't play like that. I mean, the offlane's empty. Timbersaw harassed back to base. He's only level 1. He needs as many levels as he can get, because if you don't have 2 or 3 points in this reactive armor, the hero who is farming and the support gyrocopter, they're going to keep pushing you out of this lane. Hero here taking the last hits, as a good safe laner should, I suppose. Maybe they're just keeping the lane warm until Gyro gets back. Looks like it. The Gyro is the farmer of the team. Immediately they go in on the Timbersaw. They're like, you're not coming to this lane, you do not belong here. And he's slowed up. He's nuked. He got stunned early, he has 6 reactive armor stacks. I think he's safe here. The Jewel Breath's going to keep burning, but he's going to keep healing. He will live, but he's sent back to base, and he is still level 1. Gyro taking a bit too much tower damage. In terms of farm, it looks like the Radiant side is off to a stronger start. They all have people with CS on the board. 5-5-4-3, compared to Dire, 5-3-1, and Timber yet to get a creep. Having a look at top lane, the wave is in a great place for the Radiant side, and we can see that it makes the Natures feel uncomfortable coming up to lane. But what can make you comfortable is not getting fissured and chased. It's TPing home. Brood dies. Solo kill in the mid. I think that I'm following the right action, but I'm not. And every time I'm like, oh yeah, let's follow this thing, fissure onto the Prophet, and someone dies on the other side of the map, and I'm not even aware of it. Zeus is casually tanking the tower. Brood's going to TP in. Kira level 4 to the level 1 of the Timber.
Where's my
Gyro sort of running around, not doing much. I mean, the Jakiro is the hero farming. Maybe they know something we don't. Treant's come bot now, but he's just going to get rocket barraged, stunned, and killed up here. Puts the heal onto himself. That might keep him safe, especially if they start diving the tier 1. Rocket barrage split between the creeps and the Timber. I don't think Timber minds that.
Yeah, denied.
We saw in the last game we had a Jakiro that was the top net worth in the whole game, and they were playing effectively just like a core. Whether we'll see that again now? I mean, Radiant Side is giving him number 1 farm pro. He has 11 CS. Gyro with only 4. Venom putting a couple of wards down. Stun onto the NP. He puts Shaker in the tree so that the chase stops. And that's the end of that, but it's getting hard for this Natures to lane, and your Jungle Bloodseeker has 2 CS. He's gone boots first, which is the worst thing you can do if you're jungling, because you don't need to get to places. You don't need to run around fast. You just need, like, Wraithband and 4 branches. Eventually get yourself a Morbid Mask, maybe? I mean, jungling is not really a thing anymore, but if you are going to jungle, at least get yourself the stats so that you can fight these neutral. If you want stats in the real world, eat fudge, bringing you Group C Game 4. I can't keep doing these ad reads, man. It's so bad. Fudge. Treant running in and hitting the Brood, but she's regenning 9.7 a second. Don't think she cares. Nature's struggling in this lane. He was left alone. He has 8 CS. The Veno has 10. But the Shaker also has 6. So Veno and Shaker sharing the farm. Getting a lot more out of top lane than the Prophet is. Bloodseeker has lost to the jungle. I mean, jungling doesn't work anymore. Maybe in 7.19c when PubSimulator was set up, maybe the jungle Bloodseeker worked, but it doesn't work right now. Radiant side getting a lot more out of bottom lane. The Timber, he has a single last hit. He's level 2. Excuse me. I mean, it's a wash in all 3 lanes, I think. The Zeus is out CSing the Brood, but the Brood has 17 denies, which means the Brood is 6.5, and the Zeus is not quite 6 yet. But I think you could say that mid is even. Zeus got the kill. I mean, if we have a look at the net worth, maybe. Zeus is ahead by 200 gold. Hard to say Zeus 1-9 though, and he's so far behind in levels. He's 1 level behind, but he did get the solo kill. He is ahead on CS of last hits, not on denies. I can't say that Radiant won the mid lane. So we'll say that Radiant has dominantly won top and bottom. I mean, we can see right now, Catapult Wave is in, and KrizBots, they're performing a push in both lanes. Tier 1 bot tower is going to take some damage. Maybe it'll go to about 1300 is my guess. Looks like one more catapult will hit it. 1320, maybe one cheeky more. Does. 1270. Shakira tanks a couple tier 1s. You should have tanked those tier 1s whilst the catapult was alive. That would have provided more value. Meanwhile, Benno and Shaker, they've already lost their catapult wave. It spawned at 5 minutes. It is the shorter of the lanes, so makes sense that that's dead now. 1500 HP on that tower. Nature's Prophet wants to go in on the Shaker, but that's the opposite of what you want to do. Treant's coming in as if he's going to ambush the backline, but there is no backline. Just Nature's Prophet dying. He's... Ooh! He's out. Excellent TP there. Imbecile, only level 3, 2 points of reactive armor. He doesn't want to die here, but without boots. Oh, he has got boots. Everyone has boots. Gyro willing to dive, but not too much. The Timber's not dying, but his lane is unplayable. He's got nothing out of this lane. If you look at the net worth, we can see that Timber is second lowest on the whole map. Meanwhile, Jakiro and Gyro sharing the farm, both at about 2100. They've gotten a lot more out of this lane. There are currently 4 Dire Heroes in the base. Bloodseeker running back because his jungling's not working. Red's finished up. Bloodseeker does have 5 CS, which means he has killed 5 jungle creeps, but it's level 2. I mean, the Bloodseeker's got more than the Timber has in terms of CS. The Bloodseeker has slightly more than the Timber in terms of net worth, but Bloodseeker lost the jungle and Timber lost the lane. They should have just laned together and maybe they would have broke even. If you want to break something, break a fudge and eat it. This game brought to you by Fudge. Harassment onto the Timber. Hero's level 7 but doesn't have mana. Uses his mana that he has remaining to TP mid as they're all running on the Zeus. Brood willing to dive, hasn't skilled her ult. Probably should have thought about that. Oh no! Bloodseeker dies to the jungle creep! He was working on the Ogre Frost Mage and it looks like the Bruisers gave him the double smash. This... It hardly even counts because Radiant side doesn't get any credit for that. Last hits and denies. Zeus at the top, then 4 Radiant heroes. Prophet's doing okay, and then that's it. Let's see if the Timber can come back. I mean, last time PubSimulator played, the Timber dumpstered the lane. Their Timber player is good. It just wasn't a good Timber lane this time. You got Gyro, Jakiro. Last time the Timber lane was against 2 strength heroes. I don't remember who it was, but Timber has the skill to dumpster lanes, but he can only do so much. He's getting a bit of recovery now because the lane's empty. So we see him, he runs in, misses that last hit unfortunately. The XP, also quite valuable. Shakiro comes back, tries to scare him away. If you're feeling scared, finish a Fudge. This game brought to you by Fudge. I finished it now, so there's no more Fudge sponsorship. Jake was thinking about echoing that. Chose not to, and because of that he doesn't get the kill. Timbersaw questioning his own humanity. Bloodseeker's going back for a Wraith Band, but I would have preferred to see him start quelling Wraith Band, like 4 branches, Tango Salve if he's going to jungle. Boots first is just not what you want if you're jungling. Okay, Earthshaker is deep under the tower. Now he's tanking the tier 1. Wrath of Nature from the NP sets it up and the Zeus takes it. Second kill of the game for Zeus. Maybe Zeus can carry this game. I mean, neither team has taken a tier 1 yet, so there's a lot of time to evaluate how this game is going. And the whole lead that KrizBots built has just been bled away over the last 2 to 3 minutes. Bloodseeker has CS'd 2 more jungle creeps successfully. They're going in on the Zeus. Rocket comes in, these should definitely be finished here. Broodmother takes it. Net worth, we see Brood and Zeus, leaders of this game. Nature's rich, but not too rich. 3 Radiant Heroes, and the Timber's recovered, to be honest. He's down here fighting Jakiro, who is not a strength hero, but gives me strength hero energy. 3 levels behind the Jakiro, but able to stay in lane. He has 1100 gold. I'd love to see him spend it on something. Item-wise, we can see that KrizBots are buying very normal stuff. Boots upgrades, Wraiths, Braces, Nulls, Wands. Very typical stuff. Diacide, they're not really buying anything. Zeus holding on to 2000 gold. Bloodseeker buying treads. Nature's getting what is roughly part of a Shadow Blade and 2 blades of attack. Timber holding on to 1200 gold. I mean, they need to start spending their money if they want anything to happen. Call down in the mid lane sort of tickles the Zeus, really. He should be fine. Zeus has stopped leveling up his skills. He has 4 points in the bolt, 1 point in the ult and 1 point in the arc lightning, but he has 2 unspent points. Gyro thinking of diving, but the Wrath of Nature plus the tower damage gets Nature's Prophet a kill from top lane. The global presence coming together, and that puts Nature's at top of the leaderboard with an influx of 300 gold on him. Shaker runs in, Enchant Totem, chasing him down. Trees before the Echo, keeps him away. A little bit of a right click here. Enchant Totem clubbing down the tree. So now we've got a weird split. We've got 2 Die Heroes at the top, then 4 Radiant Heroes, and then like the rest of the game. Timbersaw is working on recovering his game as best he can. Maybe he's going to go shopping now, spend some of his 1200 gold. It looks like he is to get Arcane Boots. So he's getting something. The Zeus, I would love to see purchase something. I mean, he could get a Kaya right now. I don't know if Kaya is the play, but dying mid because you have no items is definitely not the play. He could have escaped with the Heavenly Jump, but that skill didn't exist when these bots were scripted, and Zeus will fall. That's a huge downside to one of the approaches of how scripts can be made. Timber is about to solo kill this Jakiro, and that puts Timber back on the board as a hero that matters. He's up there now with the other cores. What I was about to say is there's a couple of design philosophies you can have when you make a bot. One of the design philosophies is, I'm going to script 5 heroes. I'm going to script Zeus, Timbersaw, Nature's, Bloodseeker, Trian. I'm going to tell them exactly what to do, where to go, how to act, and it's going to be a very specific script. Nature's Prophet gets caught under the tier 1 tower. It's way too deep for facing off against 3 heroes. He thought it was just the Gyro, tried to finish the Gyro, couldn't quite do it. Zeus ults. That would be 300 damage on a hero that has 200-ish health. I think that would have been a kill if Zeus wanted it, but chose not to. Ooh, Earthshaker. Getting himself a little bit confused. He thinks he can take the outpost, but you can't take those anymore. Ooh, Enchant Totem again. Second slam. The Treant is not really skilling anything. Nature's has turned up to defend, but the tower's already dead. Now Earthshaker's found them. He's accidentally done a backstab. Jakira macro way off what they needed. Oh, Brood has got herself stuck in the trees. Needs to put down a web. Or use a Quelling Blade. She has a Quelling Blade available. Ice Path on 3, cooldown on 3. It's a huge fight. I was distracted by the Brood. You baited me in. It's a bit of a massacre. Brood is stuck. I am curious how stuck the Brood is. I'm using TP while stuck, says Brood Mother. Timber pushing the bot tower. Oh, he goes in. Getting deeper and deeper. Liquid Fire, Dual Breath, both on the Timber. He can zip away though. They don't have a lot to kill Timber this game. This could be a good Timber game. Even though he got dumpstered in lane, he's back relevant. He's above that 4,000 mark with the other cores. Bloodseeker's dirt poor. If you're gonna do this, just pick Crystal Maiden and jungle, because you would have got more gold out of it. Anyhow, what I was trying to say before a million fights happened is Bloodseeker runs into Gyro, gets rocket barraged, he's dead. Cleaned up with ease. If you script 5 really specific bots in the way that this AI has scripted some really specific bots, as soon as patches start to change things, and they move buildings, they move the rune spots, they change hero abilities, those bots break and they stop functioning how they should, as Gyro's looking to get a double kill. On the other side of the map, Broodmother gets a kill. Looks like KrizBots is beginning to take over. They want this game. KrizBots were the favourites coming into this match because they had a really close game against OpenAI, and OpenAI had a really close game against the Valve default unfair bots, so therefore it is assumed that KrizBots are not too far behind the curve. Whereas PubSimulator, they got stomped in their game against the Valve default AI. It was not a good time for them. Timber had a great game, but in this game there is no saving grace of a good Timber. Gets out, it seems, 24 reactive armor stacks. Timber's so hard to kill. The man's 1-0, he's just not quite able to put this game on his shoulders.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Brood denies a tower. Nature's Prophet wanting a push. I'm glad the Brood didn't get stuck. I'm very glad. Kriz, whoever you are, great job on scripting. If you're stuck, TP out. Meanwhile, I miss a kill on the Zeus.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Gold graph beginning to slip back in the favour of KrizBots. They had that early game lead, threw it away, and PubSimulator was starting to take over, but now the lead is back. Good little back and forth game. I'm close so far. I'd like to see Nature's Prophet hitting the tower. He has Blightstone, he has a bunch of attack damage items. Ooh, Venno puts down the Veil of Discord, uses their ult, and that's the end of these two heroes. Cleaned up. That's the Zeus kill. Oh, Brood. He's stuck. He doesn't have a TP on her. See how stuck she is. Timber pushing with the siege creep. Gets fissured, but I don't think he minds. He doesn't have reactive armor stacks yet. Zips away though. Bloodseeker finds a Vambrace but doesn't pick it up. And that's the other thing. I have a feeling these PubSimulator bots were created before neutral items existed. If you've got a jungle hero, you gain the benefit of having neutral items, but it's the other team that doesn't have a jungle hero that currently has Grovebow, Broom Handle.
For the twins.
8 damage, 4 armor. Can't say no to that. How much would you pay for that item? 8 damage, 4 armor. It's like a chainmail and one of these Nature's Prophet has some little claws. I feel like 8 damage, 4 armor is worth 750 gold or so. As Jakiro gets a 1v2 kill on the Treant. Treant is just food. I mean, the PubSimulator Treant is... The Treant and the Bloodseeker just don't provide anything of value to the team. Let's have a look at the KD8s. You've got 0, 8 and 0 combined between these two heroes. If they were anything else and doing anything else, it'd be looking good. I'd love to see Liquid Fire on the tower so that the push is a lot better. I mean, I'd love to see Dual Breath the Wave, Liquid Fire the tower, and this would be in trouble. Zeus gets killed mid again. I'm missing every kill now. One of the worst cameraman positionings we've ever had. Hero still thinks he can take the outpost, but he can't. Bloodseeker's going to run into him though. He is level 4. And this is an easy cleanup for the Jakiro. Heal comes from the Treant, trying to delay the inevitable. Bloodseeker runs. Dodges that ice path. Burning a little bit, but not very much. Nature's farming up a storm. The only hero in the game on the dire side in the top 5 net worth. A similar story to last time. Timber did well, no one else did. Earthshake looking to clean up the Treant. I mean, it's just a massacre, really. Benno puts the ward, that slows him. Could be an easy cleanup, and it is. The Treant and the Bloodseeker offer nothing of value. And in this game, where the Timber got crushed so hard in the lane, it becomes really tough. Zeus not buying any items, he has 16 TP scrolls. It looks like the beginning of the end for PubSimulator. They had a little comeback moment. I mean, they killed the Earthshaker. Timber making a play. Second I open a graph, kills start happening. It's a disaster. I think I've absolutely missed 20 of the 25 kills in this game. Broodmother showing Bloodseeker how jungling works. She's going, look, this is what you do. He has the broom handle now. Oh, she always had the broom handle. Gyro has the Grove bow. Timber trying to farm up a storm bot lane. He wants a way back into this game. Needs to disassemble his arcane boots. Finish off that. What does it make? What's it called? Soul Booster. Thing is, Bloodstone changed. They added Voodoo Mask. They're jumping the Timber. He doesn't have his reactive armor stacks yet. Zips away. Taking damage. Zips away again. Baker has the Echo if he wants to commit it. He's zipping further and further and further away. The Treant puts a heal onto the Timber. These Venno Plague Wards do not provide any damage on the Timber. They just give him reactive armor stacks. They do slow him. And the chase comes to an end. Vambrace, found by the Broodmother. Got a push. PubSimulator, they want to get some building damage done. They're not willing to hit the creeps to get it done. This sort of hesitant waiting for the creeps to be low, that makes sense in the laning stage, sub 10 minutes. But this deep, you need to be hitting creeps and last hitting creeps to get them lower and lower. Zeus slowed up by the Venno, who denies mid tower.
Has been denied.
Zeus has no business being here. The hero's net worth is about 900, and he's effectively level 6. Dying to the Plague Wards, not showing them any respect. Let's see, Broodmother fighting the tree. Broodmother thinking of, oh, she can't decide which one to kill. Keeps going on the tree though. Killing spree for her. Broodmother 6-1 in terms of KDA. 5 kills to her name. Nature's Prophet hitting the tower now. No, he's just denying his own treants. I was mistaken, sorry. Timber jumping in onto the Jakiro, who is tanking the tower. Nature's Prophet TP's a little bit onto the wrong side of things. Timber tries to clean him up, gets it from the Zeus. A good fight for PubSimulator. Timbersaw climbing net worth bit by bit. That's the tree and pick off, sorry. Fight recap is, I don't know why I click this button sometimes. Huge gold for Zeus and Timber, and they're your two real cores that are going to be playing this game. Timber has finished a soul booster and has a ring of health. Ian running around. Puts a ward inside of the secret shop. So they will be fully aware of any shopping that goes on. They won't know anything else. Timber is getting gone on, but I think he'll live. It's the Zeus I'm going to watch because I think he's going to die. Zeus does die. Or at least he dies first. Both are going to die.
Radiant's bottom tower has been
Get a little zip. Oh, he's dead. 2 huge kills across the map. The most important ones that the Radiant side could possibly get, to be honest. Recap just shows the Zeus, 600 gold swing. Ceremonial robe found by the Brood, who is willing to jungle. KrizBots being willing to jungle and pick up neutral items is spicy. Because Jakiro with a Vambrace is a huge upgrade to a normal Jakiro. They're looking to maybe take a Rax here. I think KrizBots against OpenAI skill shots is going to be a huge game to watch because both teams might just be evenly matched. I mean, both teams are looking to have beaten PubSimulator and both teams have been looking to have lost to Valve Default and Fairbots. So what's the difference between OpenAI skill shots and KrizBots? Which team is the better team? Both of them are willing to pick interesting heroes. OpenAI skill shots, of course, only picks the same 5 heroes every game, whereas KrizBots happen to pick shit like Broodmother. I would not expect a bot to pick up Broodmother. He does look a bit confused right now. She wants to pick up the bounty, but she also does not want to pick up the bounty. Looks like a Rax might be falling here, though. Zeus is trying to push the mid-tier 2 as a trade-off, but that's not worth it. Liquid Fire and the Veno wards will take down the first Rax. Bloodseeker, if he just clicked this Vambrace, would be so much more useful as a hero. Rax left to be finished by creeps. Between what looks like 15 creeps and 2 Veno wards, this Rax should die. I mean, the Veno ward's about to expire. Timber's here now. He doesn't clear up. Okay, the Earthshaker's coming. He wants to get involved. Earthshaker wants to finish this Rax. Timber's trying to stop him, but doesn't really have a way to. Ooh, Shaker blinks out. It's kind of a bait blink. He never really left. He cheeks down the Rax. Nicely done.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
First Rax of the game falls to KrizBots, which extends their lead to dominant proportion. Oh jeez, PubSimulator talking shit in the old chat. Earthshaker.
Haste.
Trying to get away. Should be fine here. Man has a casual Sanj. Still no item picked up for Zeus. I would love if he just bought a refresher orb, just anything. Gets pincered, stunned, ice path, right clicks, and he's dead. Bloodseeker also died outside of the base. Nature's Prophet and Tree trying to get a push on these tier 2s, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get any damage done. Radiant has a lot of heroes here, although Brood and Jakiro are running away. Veno, Echo Slam, it's a cleanup. They didn't need the other 2 heroes. Wow. KrizBots just needs to put their foot on the accelerator pedal and end this game, because I think this is as good as over. Gyro, cheekily farming up the entire enemy jungle. Has a Tome of Knowledge, if he wants it. Bloodseeker gives him the Rupture. James Monroe, not willing to kill himself over it. Just says, go on Jakiro, you finish him off. And the burn. Heal from the tree. Ice path off the mark, unfortunately. Timber, trying to farm up, missing the last hits. He's done a great job of pushing out this lane. I mean, it's a long way to have pushed out a lane against super creeps. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet gets gone on for the Earthshaker. He's slowed. He's double slowed. Nah, that's a clean up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Getting
attack.
a little bit unplayable now for PubSimulator. Their hero is really beginning to fall behind.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Liquid Fire just splashes onto that tower, which provides a huge depush. Bloodseeker's running in, but he is absolutely going to die. Earthshaker says, I want that kill, yes please. Timber taking out a tier 2 bot. He's doing really good damage to this lane against super creeps. He's also tanking the tower, which means the push is going to go a lot better. None of the creeps die. Oh, he's running away now though. Treant runs in. Looks to reclaim the outpost.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He even thinks about the outpost even now. That's not what you want to be doing. He's dead. Somewhere Zeus dies mid.
Gold for me.
They're all TPing on the Timber. Want to clean him up, but this tier 2 is dead. This catapult's going to take out in I think 2 shots. Oh, the creeps will take it, never mind.
Radiant's bottom tower has
So
fallen.
PubSimulator getting something going for it. Takes out a tier 2. Gyro running around with a Titan Sliver. Now, how much money would you pay for a Titan Sliver? That is 5 bounty runes on the bounty rune spot. One there. One there.
My spirit echoes.
None for this side. KrizBots not willing to pick up bounty runes. That could cost them against some of the other teams in this tournament, because some of the other teams, they run around trying to steal the bounty runes. If they're worth about 100 per person, it's 500 gold a bounty rune. You're looking at a good 2,500 gold right here. Zeus gets fissured mid. Gyro pops the call down to slow him. Venno's chasing with the ward, the poison touch. The missile will be chasing. Between the damage of the poison touches and the missile, he will die. Venno extremely tanky somehow. I don't know how this guy is so tanky. All he has is a veil. He's walking around with 1800 HP and 22 armor.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Got the 200 health talent, but how is this guy so tanky? Endless push, bot almost getting punished. Meanwhile, Earthshaker jumping in on 2. He can clean this Treant up. Or can he? Enchant Totem onto the Bloodseeker, who starts running away. He has Blink in a second if he wants it. Oops, still chasing. Nature's Prophet as well. I mean, they cannot deal with this Earthshaker. Kaya and Sanj cleans up the Nature's Prophet.
Return to the earth.
Jake is just walking around killing people. We haven't seen a single push from KrizBots in a long time. Someone took 1 bounty rune. The other 4 left behind. They're confusing the Jakiro. He's scared and alone. Gyro comes over as encouragement and moral support. And now he's the one that's scared of those bounty runes. He's like, that's a lot of bounty runes. Can I click them?
Don't take that magnitude.
Taker, Fisher, Enchant Totem, 2-shot the Bloodseeker at this point. The guy only has 1,000 health. Meanwhile, Shaker in Enchant Totem, an extra 100% damage, does hit for 800-ish.
Yes.
Zeus in the Macropire. Running around in the Macropire will burn to death. The Pushing top, Ice Bath the creeps, Liquid Fire the creeps, but oh, it just clipped the tower. Dire does use a glyph. That's a huge D-push moment because that kills the catapults. Earthshaker cleans up the Bloodseeker with an enchant totem. Now he's got his sights on the tree and he has Blink in 2. Ice Path, Fisher, overlapping the stuns, kills off the NP. Double kill for the Shaker. This man's beginning to take over. 7-0-12 for the Veno, 7-3-12 for the Shaker. Woof. Liquid Fire proving very valuable to these pushes.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Timber's trying to farm up the Storm. He's now the most valuable Dire hero, but they're all so far behind. Raph, one-way direction in the favour of KrizBots.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Treant has nothing to offer to this.
Dire's top barracks.
It's a casual 4-staff recipe. Not sure what he thinks that he's building. Bloodseeker. Killed off by the Veno. Take the outpost. That's the second lane of racks taken. Gyro, call down onto the Timber, but this guy's really tanky. Timber will continue his push. Timber seems like he will be able to keep the bot lane in. Top lane, the responsibility of the Nature's Prophet. The Zeus gets killed and he is, for some reason, here. Treant also, for some reason, is in a similar neighborhood, shows his face. They miss the Ice Path because they cannot believe that he's there. And it's a crushing from KrizBots right now. Veno, he's a little bit stuck. Bloodseeker will unstuck him though. And there's another kill on the Bloodseeker. The man is 0, 10, and 0. In terms of KDA, if you took the 19 kills that the Treant and the Blood have fed, and you took them away, they make up half the team deaths. It'd be 19-7. It'd be a lot closer of a game.
Tower is under attack.
And then, if you took the Nature's Prophet off, it'd be 11-7. 12-7 rather. Oh, there's Timber. Gets killed off
Dire's
now.
middle tower is under attack.
Nature's Prophet. It's confusing the Venge, but he's about to wake him up. Oh, I just saw the Earthshaker catch the end of that. It's the Bloodseeker, gets one shot. Here comes the Mega Creep push.
Middle tower has fallen.
And there's really nothing that PubSimulator can do about this.
Barracks are under
One of the
attack.
longer games of the tournament, but not too long.
Dire's middle barracks has
I
fallen.
imagine there cannot be much time left in this game
Dire's middle barracks
as they start
has
running for the
fallen.
throne.
Radiant now have mega creeps.
Prophet and Treant struggling to push out against the super creeps. Does not bode well when the mega creeps get here. They will be here with this wave. All the way back here now. Bloodseeker runs in. Shaker. Stuns there. Shaker could easily just blink in and one-shot him. Uses the Essence Ring. Just trying to zone him away whilst they clear up the tier 4s. Timber.
Dire's middle tower is
He
under
has
attack.
Mech and Hood of Defiance. Interesting. There is no answer for this push. 3 heroes now. Top trying to
Dire's
de-push.
middle tower has fallen.
Hero stuck on the shrine with the bounty
Dire's
runes.
ancient is
Jump the
under
Timber. Can he get back to save the base? The jump from the Earthshaker is flying through the air. He's giving him the stomp. Timber is dead. Zeus, they're not quite going to chase that one.
Dire's ancient is
And
under
with one
attack.
more kill to end it off, they will clear up the fountain. Here comes the Zeus, though.
Dire's
Shaker
ancient
jumps
is
off the
under
mark on
attack.
that jump. Missile, not
Radiant
enough.
Victory.
Game is over. On the winner. Yeah, unfortunately for PubSimulator, they just couldn't claw their way back into this game. There was a moment there looked like there was a comeback brewing, but it just wasn't going to work out. If we look at the Team XP and net worth graph, it looked a little bit different in-game. I wonder what's up with that. But we saw as KrizBots were beginning to, I guess because the scale is so big, it makes everything look small. But KrizBots had maybe a 2,000 gold lead at the end of the laning stage here at 10 minutes. And then PubSimulator sort of pulled that lead back and it went to their side for about 1k for a second. And then there was just never a good moment again, really. See, Zeus on top, but the Timbersaw truly crushed. See, the bottom two heroes down here, even below the jungle Bloodseeker, that's really quite poor. Zeus had good farm, but it doesn't matter because he didn't spend it on any items. Timber started having a comeback, but it was way too little, way too late. Scoreboard, let's see who did the most. We've got lots of warding coming out from KrizBots. 30 sentries bought by the Jakiro. Brian was putting wards down. I wonder what the... We didn't really pay much attention to the vision game of both sides, but that's because I've kind of been trained by the bots that they don't ward and deward. But I'm curious how many dewards Jakiro was beginning to get. In terms of damages, we've got huge hero damage from the Veno and the Earthshaker. I've got to give the MVP to the Earthshaker. He was just walking around killing people at the end there, having a great time. I don't think I saw many, if any, Echo Slams. He definitely should have been using them a bit more liberally, but we can let it slide. We can let it slide. Jungle Bloodseeker is the opposite of the MVP this game. Zeus is the only hero that had an essence of a game, because he won his lane, and that was it. That was the only good moment that PubSimulator really offered. So Zeus will get the MVP for winning his lane against a better team, against the Broodmother. Speaking of the Broodmother, she did her job, right? She did fine against the Zeus. She didn't really win. She did die twice to the Zeus in the lane. Then she pushed the towers, but she didn't do as much pushing as the Earthshaker. Like the Brood felt like a non-factor in this game. I don't think that was the right pick for this game. She didn't do anything wrong, going 9-1, but the damage in the build, like, she just didn't have enough of a presence in this game. I feel like it could have been almost any other hero and done more. But it is fun to see a bot pick Broodmother and not have a bad time with it. Anyway, we'll see you in the next two games, the final two games of Group C, and we'll see where the standings end up because of those two. As it stands now, your leader of the group is Valve Default Unfair Bots. Then you have OpenAI and KrizBots, both with a single win. And then unfortunately PubSimulator is 0-2 right now, and they have their work cut out for them if they want to get any wins on the board. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!